So it's Family Day here in British Columbia, BC, Canada, and I've dedicated this day to doing work, inner work, on my knees. So the reason I started this video with the clip of the different books is to show you where I'm starting from. I don't know if I'll use every single one of these books. I just thought I'll just pull them all out and see where I get to. The reason I'm dedicating Family Day to this work is because it's really interesting that suddenly I'm getting this like cough and it's almost like somebody doesn't want, or something doesn't want me to share this. Anyways, it's happening. So there's a lot of different reasons why I can logistically and logically explain what has been going on with my knees and what might have made me susceptible to issues with my knees. And I've done all these different things in the physical realm that has brought it to the place where my knees don't hurt anymore. Like, I don't notice any pain or anything like that when I'm doing anything, other than sometimes with like more squats, then I can feel it. But as far as my everyday life, I've got the pain from an 8 where I couldn't even sit cross-legged to no pain other than upon like exertion with exercise. So I can feel it's like, it's just still there. Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like I haven't gotten to the bottom of it. And of course I could just keep, trying to do like research and try to make it all about the physical. But I think the reason that I have this knee thing going on is some sort of ancestral lineage type of thing. And the reason I'm even more sure of that now, like I always think that way anyways with anything, like that there's always some sort of like emotional, mental, ancestral thing that is connected to anything that we have in our life that is chronic and we're having a hard time getting past it. I'm pausing because I'm like thinking, should I turn off that stupid heater? Anyways, I'm just gonna leave it. I forgot to turn it off, and it's just so loud and annoying in this place. So I feel like, though, that there's certain things that manifest in our body because of, traumas and things that we've held on to and haven't processed and released from our life, or in our that are stored in our body because we haven't actually processed them. So, those are things that are sometimes easier to get to because we have like a memory of them, right? Of course we can have suppressed and repressed things as well that we don't remember from like childhood, or because it was so traumatic we block it out. But what I'm working on today, I believe, is ancestral. And it seems to be that everything that is like below the waist for me seems to be ancestral. And because there's no logical reason behind it in the physical, like for example, my varicose veins, those I didn't get until I got pregnant. And my mom has them and my grandma has them. But so just knowing that about the varicose veins in my mom and my grandma, it seems obvious that it's coming from my family lineage. And I don't think of this stuff as being like, genetic, like, oh, there's nothing you can do about it just because it's in your genes. I don't believe that. But I do believe that we can have hereditary tendencies based on carrying forward from our ancestors the things that they struggled with in their life. So it's not necessarily just like a physical inheritance. Like, we're inheriting their belief systems, their traumas, their mindsets, their behaviors, their choices, because we're modeled these things. So we can, as much as it's like, you can say, oh, your grandma had it, your mom had it, and so on. And you might think, oh, it's genetic. It started somewhere, right? Like, and then it just keeps going on until somebody heals it. Like, there was a point, I'm sure, in my lineage where the women did not have varicose veins, right? So if it's in your DNA, essentially you'd be born with it. But if it expresses later, there's got to be something in the environment or in your mindset or whatever that is in alignment with that expressing itself, right? So not every single of my aunts has varicose veins, right? Same mother, or same grandmother, who is their mother. So yeah, there is, like, we're not all susceptible to the same belief systems either as our parents, but sometimes we are, and sometimes it's unconscious, and it doesn't arise until it comes in the physical form, and then you have to look at it, and that's how you know that it's there. Without the physical expression, you wouldn't necessarily know it was there. So essentially, we can feel like a victim to our bodies and do nothing about it and just accept it, or we can use every single thing that arises in our health as an opportunity to go inside and explore how this might be something that we can use to bring more awareness and dig into our subconscious mind and pull out the roots of things that are creating in our reality things that we don't want. So essentially, that's what I'm doing today. And back to how do I know this thing with my knees is also has to be some sort of ancestral thing from my mother's side of the family, is because so strangely, my mother and my brother both started to have knee stuff, like around the same time. So my brother's going through it, and my mother only knew about it in the last couple of months because with her knee pain, I'm assuming that's when he expressed his knee pain. And from her expressing her knee pain is when I finally said something about my knee pain. So essentially, that's the reason why I have taken this family day to start to unearth what this is on the subconscious level, where this is something that is manifests from the field to the physical body. So in order to heal it at that level, I need to get into the subconscious and see what belief systems and emotions that I may be carrying from my ancestors. So why is it Family Day? Is because there's a strong chance that if one of us heals it, we heal it in one another. And it's for my children that if I stop this cycle, whatever it is that's going on in my unconscious, then I can prevent them from manifesting it, and my grandchildren, and so on. So that's what I'm doing today. Got my trusty journal out. I've done this before on other health issues, and I've had some really interesting quick resolution of problems that were more acute, which was quite great. But I don't know how long this is going to take with a chronic issue, and I don't know if it matters, right? Because energy work can be instantaneous, right? Like, it's not following the laws of this physical reality. So I'm letting go of what I expect to happen here. And I also plan to do this. I'm going to focus on my knees today for my family, about what's acute for like a few of us at the same time. But then I'm going to go back to my varicose veins and so on. So yeah, I've got my journal. I have it. I'm writing in a pencil because when we're writing things down, like, it's sort of like spelling, right? Like, we are creating our reality with our thoughts and things that we do. And like, writing is actually quite powerful for creating your reality. So something I've learned is that if it's something that you don't want to manifest, you should probably not write it in pen. So I'm going to write everything in pencil, and then, you know, after, you can take the what you've written and you can erase it, you can burn it, or, you know, just keep it in pencil until you feel like you've completely like digested the whole experience. Because I don't necessarily expect this to be something that I can't get to the bottom of today, right? And each one of these books is going to have a different perspective, a different angle for me to look at what the knee is associated with on the metaphysical level. So this could be, you know, take a while. I also have this wonderful book here, Radical Forgiveness, which I also love, because when you work with these books and when you come up with the belief systems and the emotions, you're going to find that they're connected not just to experiences but certain people, and then even like forgiveness towards yourself for, you know, the role that you played, or the role that you played in allowing yourself to feel victimized or whatever. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I am looking forward to doing this. It's been something I've been like trying to get into my schedule to like get at this, and finally today I have the time, and you know, it seems like the perfect thing to do on a day like this is to do some family lineage healing. So anyways, I hope that is inspiring to you to look at your own health issues from that perspective, to not just be focused on that there's a physical matter reason that you have susceptibility in that area, but that there's something else on the metaphysical realm that is making that particular area of your body susceptible for this imbalance to manifest there, right? Because imbalance can manifest anywhere, right? We all express dis-ease in different ways, and it based on where we have those areas of hereditary weakness or from trauma, that's where things tend to land. So it's a beautiful opportunity to really identify some of the limiting thoughts, beliefs, and mindsets that are keeping you from moving forward, not just getting to a better state of health, but these things, they play their part in all aspects of our life. So this is the kind of inner work that not only can be for healing your body, but for elevating you in all areas of your life. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.